Hello, greetings, folks. All right. So, like I said, these folks that cannot deal with my success, they cannot handle me on a panel. They cannot handle me in reality for sure. They for sure can't handle me in these streets. Like I said, I've been more successful than anyone that ever walked this planet. I've made and spent more money than anyone who ever walked this planet, right? And you people are fugazi. All of you are barely getting by, right? And you didn't get set up and targeted like me. So what's your excuse? See, this is the thing folks don't get. They want to talk, but they don't want to sit down and have the full conversation with all the facts, right? It's like having a salad without your dressing and without the croutons. You just can't do it, right? It's not going to do the salad justice. If the salad don't have any croutons, it ain't going to taste no good, right? You got to have that Italian dressing or Thousand Island or ranch dressing on that salad. That's what makes it drenchy and tasty and delicious, right? Like I said, I'm still going through it physically because these people, right? And, their very, very weak, corny approach to how they do things online. Like I said, you see out here, it's quiet as a mouse. Ain't nobody talking in front of me every single day. Every day, this is what it is. Every day, crickets, peace and quiet, chill. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm going to be coming to Akron, Ohio. I'm making that a mission of mine. Christina and I already discussed it, and I explained it to her, and she explained to me how she felt, um, about Cyrax, and that's perfectly fine. I mean, I understand, I agree, and we already talked about it. So, see, us, we actually talk about matters, and then we just move forward, and that's it. Because it's not about Cyrax; it's about what's right and what's wrong. And it is what it is. At the end of the day, I mean, she just thinks that he needs serious help, and I kind of do too. I don't think he's really a good person. With what he told me, it was very dark and very wrong and very demonic. But again, it's not about that. It's still about standing up for what's right. So, I just want people to understand I'm not making this about him. He's irrelevant. Okay. That's the thing. He had his chance to be a nice person and a good person. He never was, but still, nobody deserves what he's gone through. Nobody, not even him. And it's wrong. And, I just could never find it in me no matter what. I couldn't find it in me to just sit back and allow this to keep going on and not stand up for what's right. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. So, like I said, me, I stand up against corruption. You can look forward to me being in Akron, Ohio. The Batman will be operating independently in Akron, Ohio. I will be on the streets in Akron, Ohio, right? Probably on motorcycles, bat paws, everything. And this is what folks don't get is Christina is negotiating the settlement. Okay. She's healing. She's going through very, very serious things. And she's the strongest person I've ever met, strongest woman I've ever known. It's kind of cool that the lights are coming on while I'm walking today. I don't remember that yesterday. That's new. But yeah, so like I said, with me, when I go out like this, I go out for my walk, unabridged, unbothered. I just live my life and do my thing. And like I said, I've proven every point. I would love to have a chat room here open and have people be able to speak. But then again, y'all aren't in my tax bracket. I've already defeated all of you financially, just like I defeated the Illuminati financially. If you're not in my tax bracket, why should I talk to you? I mean, that's the truth. I'm better than you. I mean, seriously. So again, hello, peasants, commoners, way down there, right? And this all comes from them. Like I said, I'm a down to earth dude. I don't even talk about my money ever. I mean, it's the same attitude they have in the valley. People down here would say things like that to me, talking about people with money don't talk about it. No, you're just trying to dismiss the fact that I have it right now, and you're upset about it, right? And I never went around bragging or anything, so that's what's even weirder because you're acting like it's something that I really talk about when it's really not. It's not talking about it. It was called trying to do business. You understand? So I was sitting there, talking about actual business plans and moves and what was actually going to happen and what was going to arise and come next, right? And you all wanted to basically sit there and play games. Why? Because people down here don't know how to do business. You see the point? See, the funny thing about the world is this, man. Like I said, anyone with anything to say, like I said, come say it to my face. Come see me. 100%. Why not? That's the world we live in. See, what people don't get is I'm a gangster. I do what I want. I take what I want. You understand? People could pretend they have all this money and this and that, but we still got to walk down the same streets. We still got to share the same spaces. You understand? We still got to share the same world. We still got to be around each other. That's why when people hear me talking and me just walking or coming, people look intimidated. It's funny. You feel me? And at the end of the day, like, you know, I'm not going to shrink for nobody. You feel me? Like, this is my world. Whatever I want, I get. Whatever I want to take. I'm a living legend. I am the Batman, Tyree Sneed, the one and only. Right? And that's why it was funny when you had like those out of shape dudes that work at that Starbucks over there. Right? They be jealous. Right? And you know exactly who I'm talking about. And they sit there and they talk behind your back. They want to act fake in front of you. Oh, he's Batman every day. First, it's fake compliments and fake love and taking pictures. Then the next minute, it's, oh, talk behind my back and say things that aren't positive. Like, that's my issue with people. They all go to the same thing. Your false testament doesn't exist. It's just what y'all do in the valley because, like I said, you don't know how to do anything else. Sanka used to talk to me about it. He was one of my best friends for a long time. He treated me like family. Real talk. So I don't get what you're saying. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. Like I know what Sanko really is and who he is. So it's just kind of funny, because like I said, they took me in as one of theirs. So at the end of the day, people just don't understand. Like me and him used to have a bunch of wild, real talk, serious conversations about the streets and things going on, because I was always involved in them on my own, you know. And he told me some cool, crazy stuff that I would never say on here and could never repeat, right? But I'm just saying he was the real deal, to me, more so than any of these people, at least, and he moved like a gangster and a mobster, and he had his act together, in my opinion. And I mean, I've seen things. I've just seen that people, I've seen who's the real deal and who's fake. You know what I mean? I've seen like the way that he thought. I liked it. I enjoyed it, you know. And if it was smoke and mirrors, I mean, it wasn't completely because he had his act together and he always delivered and he was a good dude and he tried to help me. So, I appreciate him. People have to understand I've been up and down my entire life. I've gone from having everything to having, almost nothing at times, to struggling to bouncing right back and being rich. And that's what life's about. And that's why I just ask you people on the internet, y'all are so upset and in a mood, but you're unable to just have a basic conversation. And like I said, it's not cool because you know exactly what you're trying to do to me. Your intentions are clear as day. And yeah, you've affected me through a computer and I'm not happy about it. Oh, I'm happy. I'm happy within my life. I'm just not happy about what you've done. Right. And I'm not going to forget it. So that's why we have the federal lawsuit. And every single individual on this network, basically, that's within these sectors, they're all going to prison, guaranteed. There's not a question in my mind or a doubt about it. So I already own them. So let's move on. So why would I have a chat room when they don't have any self-respect and want to pretend that they don't understand what's happening and going on? They all know reality. Why would I allow them to talk anymore? Nah, silenced. So now we talk to the public. If people want to talk to me, like I said, you're going to have to pay me. You feel me? I'm not opening up a chat at all. The only way I would open up a chat is if you paid me, I'll say, I'm going to say, if you pay me $5,000, I'll open a chat. Other than that, that chat will be closed permanently till the end of time. Till the end of time. Because, like I said, people are trying to take advantage always and trying to manipulate, and they're not good at it. See, master manipulators don't have to do that. They just don't. I'm an empath. I can be a master manipulator anytime I want to be. I can open my mouth and pretty much gain and get anything I want, but I don't take advantage of that gift ever. I don't use it in any weird way or bad way, you know. So at the end of the day, this is so beautiful. Like, this really does help me just getting out here. Like, that's what I realized. Like, I'm gonna start making it a habit. And I know, like, y'all see me walk all day. You're like, he wants to walk some more. I don't know what it is with me and walking, bro. Like, it's just the Holy Spirit in me. I don't even know, bro, because I keep walking. My body just keeps running. I'm not even thinking about it. You know, like, I guess my body's just, I so that's a soldier, man. You know, a soldier gets, see, that's the thing. I programmed my body and my mind to do this stuff. You know, if you notice, I'm always coming and I'm going hard and I'm always moving. And like I said, I had to program my mind and everything to be like this. God programmed me like this. And that's the thing people don't get. Like, I'll just keep going. I don't even pay attention to my body or anything. I look at that after and see like how I'm doing and try to, you know, like I try to check on myself. I take great care of myself as best as I can, but I put my body through a lot, man, you know. But this for me is just, it's a chance to get away, man, and get peace and quiet, man. And, you know, I have it anyway, but it's like a little meditation retreat time for me, and I'm going to start doing it because it tremendously helps me. It's very therapeutic. It's my time to be human for a minute with myself and to talk to you all, you know, and I need that with everything I'm going through. But like I said, you see these folks on here, they're not doing anything for me. They're all just sitting there. I mean, like I said, pretty much everyone is against me, and I'm the good person. So, I mean, what does that make you? You know what I mean? That's the thing. You know, like I said, the world just shows its true colors. Like he said when the Joker said, "Unfortunately, Batman has shown Gotham its true colors." Unfortunately, all right, showed you your true colors. None of you were any good. You know what I mean? People in the valley ain't no good. If they was good people, you would know it by now. That's that same sound, bro. That's weird. What is that? It's still doing it. So there's something. I don't know what you hear. It's like a twig. I don't know what that is, bro. It just keeps doing it right there in that spot. That's weird. But it like kind of moves too. That's trippy, bro. I believe in ghosts, apparitions, all that. I think echoes in the universe exist. Like, could be something like that. You never know. Like a twig over and over again. You know what I mean? Could be. No idea. But I don't know what else would sound like that every 5 seconds. It's kind of weird, and I don't think it's perfectly timed. So I don't think it's like a machine doing it. I don't know. It's weird. But yeah, like I said, I mean, I don't know. I put everything I have into this, man. You know, I'm not promised anything. I'm not promised tomorrow, man. You know, I haven't been feeling too good. Been having issues in my head, and that comes from these people and what they're creating and what they're doing. Like I said, I mean, it's a federal indictment regardless, so I'm gonna win regardless with you people, right? And like I said, I just think it's crazy. I mean, it really is maniacal. I mean, when you could just have a conversation face to face and respect my boundaries and understand that I'm the type of guy that I can't, you know, I don't tolerate anything other than respect. You know, I'm a real man. See, that's what these people do. They try to guilt trip you for having boundaries. Right. That's why they do that. They try to sit there and talk to you, and you just don't seem to get that some people, like, you can't play that game with because they're going to make sure that they get justice for what you're doing. Some people don't put up with nothing, and I'm one of them. So, me, it is what it is because I'm Batman. I ain't really too worried about it at this point because I'm going to be all over the country going anywhere I want. You know what I mean? Um, so it is what it is. You know, other than that, you know, all my lawsuits are going to get filed, so I'll get my justice that way and it'll be handled. You know, other than that, the issue of random strangers always kind of running their mouth and writing checks they can't cash online. Um, you know, my whole thing is it's just not in my nature. I just don't back down to anyone. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I don't know. I'm trying to teach myself to ignore that stuff and move forward. And it's the hardest thing for me because it's not how I was raised. It's not how I was conditioned. And I was raised right, and all of you were raised wrong. I mean, like I said, You just don't allow anyone to talk to you no way. And people try to take advantage and do it through a computer. It's like, dude, you literally don't talk like that. Like, that's just surreal to me. You know what I mean? Because you're online and you just never know who you could be talking to. You never know who they are. You don't know how real they are. You don't know what level they're on. You have no idea, what kind of animal is on the other side of that keyboard. You know what I mean? And that's just why I think people are funny, because you're hilarious. You know what I mean? Because you all really, really tolerate and put up with stuff, and I tolerate nothing from no one. I don't care where I'm at. So it's like I said, I mean, these folks, they're in desperation where I left them and put them, just like Alfred told Batman told Bruce Wayne. You blah 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 them to the point of desperation. And in their desperation, they turned to a man they didn't fully understand. Remember? That's where I got them all. All of these people. All of them on YouTube. Like, you're a YouTuber, bro. What are you looking like trying to talk to me anyway? Talk to me with some respect, brother. I'm who you want to be, man. You know what I'm saying? See, that's the thing. They want to talk and say things that don't exist. I don't know what that is. I'm here as a real human being. I represent myself, my reality, right? And you don't have a way to dismiss or invalidate my truth or who I am. Capiche? So, like I said, it's very odd to me. You know what I mean? Especially when I've already won. That's what's even worse. That check, just like I told you, is already, guess how much it is? It's already to 36 bucks, right? And some change, I believe. So it's going to keep on accruing. I'll probably be by about 40 tomorrow, and we're not even halfway through the month yet. It's July 12th. I got to get to 50 bucks before the 15th is the way I'm looking at it, because that means if I turn it up a notch any day and I pick up pace with the videos and I'm doing great views and everything and numbers, the algorithm can't even catch up to me. That's why I have to stop for a minute and stop releasing for it to try to catch up. I'm getting mad views, bro. I went viral already. I'm an internet sensation. I'm where these folks want to be. Even if I started over, I would start over at a great position and my check would be coming regardless. Like I said, I got $3 in the bank right now. That's not struggling. That's, paying, spending money to do what I need to do and survive. I paid this phone bill. That's $55, right? I pay for my car lot every month. That's $100. That's a lot of money, right? Every month. This is wealth. I'm a champion boss, champ, right? And these people wouldn't know nothing about it because they don't understand the concept of what wealth is. They'll never be wealthy. They can't afford a hot dog. So again, I got $3 in the bank, and all I'm trying to do is keep that bank account positive till the 21st to the 26th. I'm probably going to get my check around the 22nd, I'm guessing. $182 and some change. Great money on here. Did a great job. Give me a round of applause, people. Yeah. Yeah, I keep winning. See, this is what we're here to do, celebrate. I'm going to change the energy completely around from where they didn't want it. You understand? Because they was trying to create a different kind of energy here. And that's just so weird that you got to get an army of trolls together and try to do that. I'm not here for that. It has nothing to do with anything, and this is the problem, is people got to really learn to take control back of their own life. That's what I'm showing people. Don't even let people talk. If they don't have your best interest at heart, your best bet truly is to not even let them talk, because every time they talk, like what these people showed, they're not going to be fair within the conversation. They already know reality. They know Christina's negotiated $6.8 million guaranteed. You think any of these folks down here or online are happy about that? That I'm literally looking at, we're looking together, we're a team. We're looking at millions of dollars. Christina stays loyal to me. She stays faithful to me. She loves me. She's going through a lot physically, and it really makes me feel bad. And it's just been hard because I haven't been knowing what's going on. I already talked to her about everything. I said, told her the truth. I'm human. I would like to see what's going on. Some visuals would help. I said what I need to say. That's all I can do. She's very busy. It seems like she's busy with life, and life is life, and she's busy trying to heal, I think, and and get back to negotiating and everything. And I truly love Christina. I don't care about the money. I just would like to be wealthy and have money and have what we need. I'm doing it for us. I'm worried about her. I want to have enough for both of us. I want her to be good, because anything she needs, she already told me she'd help me get my license back. That's what I'm waiting on for all that. And, I'm going to do all the driving at that point, and I'm going to be like the caretaker, which I'm used to, and I'm going to take care of her. And that's what I want to do. I want to make sure she's okay at all times. I want to make sure she's not doing anything that she doesn't have to do. And I just want her to be healthy. I don't want her to have to worry about physical stuff. She does not deserve that. And that's been the most heartbreaking thing for me, is just what I'm going through physically, how everything is just dark right now. And they say it gets darkest before the dawn. That's the crazy thing. So I feel it coming. I don't know how, but I still feel it coming. Something got me on my back too the other day, yesterday, I think. It's itching. I don't know what it is. Right? I have a concept of what it probably is, but it's useless to even point it out at this point. But that's my whole thing. I mean, everything is just rough right now. It's tough. It's hard. It's just not easy pickings right now. You know what I mean? But like I said, she's negotiated a settlement for 6.8 million guaranteed already. She's going to get back to negotiating. She said potentially 30 to 50 million dollars, and I think it's going to be more than that. I think they're going to have to give her like 100 million plus, personally. I do kind of wish that they would go ahead and decide and give her everything she deserves, all the money, and go ahead and finish negotiating and close it out and give her her money so she can go ahead and come to me. That's what I really want, because I mean, every day counts. I want to be able to be healthy and be around to be with her. I mean, this is what I waited for my entire existence. So to me, it's like, it's been a lot of despair, discouragement. I never doubt Christina, but it's just, I haven't had really a clear picture painted to me on anything, and that's just what it is. And I've asked a million times, but it is what it is. I can't do anything about it right now. So sometimes you got to just accept. And God told me, that, I was kind of going to be taught that I have to accept that I'm not in control, and that's okay. I'm not trying to be in control. My thing is, I don't like people trying to talk to me some way behind a fake account. I don't respect that. I don't like people trying to act like they're challenging me when you would never challenge me. Because anything you challenge me to, like, I'm going to do it. That's who I've been my whole life. And you don't know me. You don't know anything about me. I'm just someone that people don't talk crazy to. You understand? At all. I don't care who it is, bro. And that's the thing. They're trying to make it seem like I'm just one of these other dudes out here. In reality, not at all. I'm the Don Dada. You understand? Like, real talk. If you want to know the truth, man, I remember that one time I showed up in Carrizales, right? Kind of sounded like one of the Gomez's, like it was Eric or something, but somebody was like, Sneed. Like, people know me everywhere, dude. That's the thing. I have an actual reputation. People look up to me. People admire me, whether they want to admit it or not. People just know, like, yeah, that's the white boy. That's the white man. And now I'm getting grown, even though I look younger every day and I'm aging backwards and I'm an immortal vampire. But it's a fact, with fangs, right? But like I said, and it's all real. I'm not joking. But my whole point is, like I said, I don't know. It's like God told me you're going to get paid to exist. I mean, everything for me in my life is success. I've got all the equity, own more equity than any celebrity, more than Trump, more than anyone. They don't own any equity. That's the whole thing. I don't even compete with celebrities. I don't compete with Masons. I just laugh at you folks who believe in the nonsense that they're feeding you sheep. I have everything successful. I'm not competing with anyone. I compete with myself. I mean, like I said, I don't have, y'all have competitions, like you have life competitions. I don't do that because there's no way anyone could compete with my life. You couldn't come close because I was already better than you the minute I was born. Look at me. See my point? That's the thing. People wish that they could be me. That's some immature, petty, delusional, will never exist nonsense. I'm not here for that. That's why I'm done talking to people like that. And trust me, they're panicking now because they're like, oh, he really figured it out. He figured us out. Yeah, I've had you figured out. I'm just a good person and I just wanted to have a chat. That's all. So, but if it's going to start affecting me like that, I'm all right, man. I'm good. I got to walk away from that. I got to be smart while I can, because, I'm pretty hard on myself, and it's just, I shouldn't be, because none of this is my fault, but, it is what it is. That's why I'm just tired of going over it, because it just goes back to the same problem that, like I said, people just don't do anything. Like, People have never helped. People don't do their job. That's literally their job. They don't do anything. And everybody works off my tax dollars. Like I said, me personally, right? Like I'm gonna push 100% for complete defunding. Real talk. Like I'm done even hearing it. I'm tired of it because, like I said, all these people every day they act like they're on the outside looking in. They're acting like, oh, you're just gonna sit here and let me struggle. Well, what do you think if God's seeing that and what His Son is going through? He's gonna flip the script and turn the tables, right? Right. He probably is gonna end up defunding everything, like all of it. Every agency, every department is probably gonna get defunded, and I'm gonna push for it. Real talk. I don't want to work with them. I'd rather, I mean, I can't work with people who don't do their job. I'd rather work with like feds, FBI, CIA, if they actually do their job. And it really won't matter because Batman will be out there doing their job for them like I've always had to do. I did everybody's job for them. That's the only reason I had any trouble in the past because I had to do other people's job for them because they were corrupt and they were actually twisting the law and breaking the law, all of them working together in collusion against me, the entire courtroom. And this came out in the readings. So you got to remember, I've had everyone against me, everyone targeted me, and for me to still be even standing is a miracle. Much less to still be wealthy and rich. You know, like I said, wealth is rich. Their cash means nothing. You understand? Like I said, the big boys play with equity, and y'all ain't never been in the positions I've been in because you ain't real. You ain't never had to protect your assets. You've never had to stand up for yourself like me. So you would never know. You for sure can't judge me. And like I said, I'm out here free. So that says a lot. That's the main thing is they don't people like that, they don't want to see that. You feel what I'm saying? They didn't want to see me free. They wanted to get me caught up. That was the whole point of all of this. They wanted to run their mouth and they thought they were cute and thought they were evil. And they thought if I run my mouth to him, hopefully he'll take the bait. And that's why I learned to stop taking bait. But at the same time, I have to be reactive and respond and be immediately reactive because of my job and what I do being Batman. So it's like two different worlds. I have to master the light and the darkness. And there was just a reading, Divine Confirmation, that came out talking about that as well. So I don't make any of this stuff up. This is all what's happening. I just believe that everything happens for a reason, man. I try to believe that everything is for my greater good. You know, I am very tired. I've just been doing too much. I've been going through a lot. Wearing that armor, I think, is taking a toll on me too. And that might be a lot of what it is too, because I kept wearing it and wearing it. I don't know, but I try to push myself and I like wearing it and I'm trying to get used to wearing it because in case, you know, I don't know. I mean, that the thing is the suit that Christina and I make, it's not going to be able to be that heavy. Like there's no way. I mean, I could use something like that at times when it's necessary, and that was kind of why I got it. But you know, these people they be talking about driving and being in a car. Do you understand that I can't even sit in a vehicle with that thing on? See, they don't want to be fair and have a conversation that's real about anything. I've got them in delusional stupor. People like Groovy Jimmy, they already lost. They lost out the gate. Like I said, he ain't monetized. That other dude is proven that all he does is lie. And like I said, he has a jacket of being an actual soldier boy run and tell him, right? And he's a lying narcissist. So I mean, you can do what you do, but y'all are begging for $1,000 looking for attention and nobody's going to care. And you're not even going to do the boxing match. Like I said, you still haven't done it. They said August, bro. Come on, bro. How long are you going to wait, bro? It's only July, bro. He ain't going to nothing in August. You could tell because that's my thing. Everybody knows he's fake. You're just going to make yourself look worse and worse. And you thought that it would get you attention. Like, and all them people are who are pushing for attention for you, man, that's a joke, bro. And you see that gremlin just goes around jumping on panels. She going to go to whatever the next thing is. You have no loyalty, no nothing. Plant your feet, lady. Like real talk. Pick a side. That was the one that was projecting saying names that apply to her because she's scary as hell. Like straight up, she's a coward, right? So it's like it's just funny to me. It is what it is. Batman gonna be in Pittsburgh too. Don't you worry. Yeah, Batman will be in Pittsburgh running the streets. I'm gonna take everything over everywhere. And like I noticed now, people like her, they're afraid to even speak my name. They're scared. They know it summons a spirit, number one, and they're being haunted. This is real talk. And they're scared to speak my name because they know that Batman is the real thing and that I'm gonna be in all those cities and states. And the truth is, people don't want to see me. They don't want to deal with the monster they created. That's the truth. They're trying everything to avoid me. They're all scared now. They're terrified. You know what I mean? For good reason. I mean, all you got to do is watch these videos. You'll see how ripped I've gotten. You'll see how strong and big I've gotten, and that it's all real. It's never been about being big, man. I'm a thin guy. I'm not huge. I'm not real big, but sometimes I am. But that's just about maintaining. Like, you don't keep taking protein. That's going to weigh you down. See, people don't get it's about quickness. See, what God has built with me is a machine. I'm telling you, you could put Floyd Mayweather in a ring with me. I'll win in like 5 seconds. Real talk. He wouldn't even come close to me. He wouldn't even come close. If they put me in a boxing league right now, bro, every time you ring that bell, ding, 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 it'd be a victory for me. I can guarantee it. You're silly to think not. And that's why if I'm doing all this, I just realized I don't have time, much less to be dealing with nonsense or having people, take advantage of the internet chat rooms and try to talk to me some way or on panels. So I'm pretty much done going to panels because I'm a full-scale celebrity and I left them all behind. And that's it. I shouldn't be talking to them. I'm going to be hard on myself and figure it out on my own. Got another one with the high beams up as high as possible. Totally unnecessary. I don't understand that either, why they use their high beams out here. Like, you could just use your normal lights. Instead, they want to shine their high beams all up in your eyes. Like, the first thing you think of when you got high beams like that is something negative. It's just weird. But they just do it on purpose because, like I said, they all take advantage. You know me? So, I mean, end of the day, like I said, it is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be. And we're going to keep on succeeding. We're going to keep on winning. We're going to keep on making all this money here. We're going to keep on being the boss. And Batman is 100% real and legit. Like I said, if you notice and you pay attention, right? Hold on. What was that? If you notice and you pay attention, I'm working hard for every little penny that I make, everything I get, everything I do. I keep on making all my dough. I keep on winning, right? And that's all it's going to be. I'm just going to keep on winning. You feel me? So, like I said, man, I mean, these people have proven what it is. They've proven that they all terrified of me, right? They've proven that these underground illegal organizations are scared of me and they won't come within 5,000 miles of me. And like I said, this is all a no-fly zone now. So completely no-fly zone. So, like I said, I mean, I don't care what people do. As long as you're dancing around me and hiding, that's what I want. You understand? Like I said, you can watch all day. You can pretend, tell yourself what you like, but ain't nobody, ain't nobody being real about nothing. I understand what you're looking for, right? And see, all that stuff, all them attempts, all them different like continuation of a behavior, that's all going to go in the federal lawsuit, and they're going to be like, yeah, dude, you're unhinged. I mean, you can see how unhinged they are. You can see that they have serious issues and a problem, and they're not used to coming up against a monster that's not scared of them, because these people are the ones that end up doing life in prison. Like, they're the ones who commit the most serious crimes. And we all know what that is, right? So if I'm not afraid of them, imagine the kind of monster I am. I don't fear any of them. It's like that Lady Bird Lake, what thing that was going on, what I mean, in Austin. I worked in a back lot right there on Rainy Street. And I'm getting tired of that. So again, I worked in a back lot on Rainy Street, right? And I was cooking, and like, I basically took over that block. Like, the phrases that people use about gangsters, that's what I did. I was making all the money on that block. I did everything. I was a boss. Like, I was kind of content, happy with my life. It was cool, but I didn't waste my time with any women. I didn't waste my time with nonsense. I just worked every day and was making my money, and I was trying to make plans for the future on what I was going to do. I didn't know I was going to become Batman. I did not know that. I had a concept and I started thinking about it, but I didn't know it would get this real. So that's the biggest blessing ever. I don't care about money, man. That's the thing people don't get. Money is easy. That's my whole point. Like, I'm waiting on y'all, the public. But y'all got to start donating. The money's supposed to be coming free now because I've accomplished something that nobody else has in society. That's the way it works. They teach you as a Sigma Alpha what you want to do is speak publicly And if you speak publicly, you're the top of the food chain, the pecking order. I'm at the top of it. Like I said, folks don't have a choice but to donate to me. If you want to have an attitude about that, be my guest. You're gonna pay me anyway. Real talk. I'm gonna get mine regardless, whether people feel like it or not, or whatever, and whether the people want to give me anything or whatever. Everything I want, I'm taking. That's what people don't get. I could care less. I'm gonna get the money no matter what. Trust me, on any level. I don't care what you talking about. I'm gonna always get the money. I take what I want, just like I took my respect. See my point? So it's like, for me, I'm a giant, man. Like real talk, I'm a real giant. I do what I want. Feel me? But at the end of the day, like I said, Christina's negotiated guarantees $6.8 million. Y'all folks is mad as hell. And that's all it's about. They just super pressed and triggered, so they like, let's go hard, and they want to block my blessings. You could do whatever, think whatever, say whatever, type whatever. You're not going to be able to stop something that God has intended. That's why I love Christina, because she's just amazing, because she actually listens. She's not going to get in an uproar about little nonsense. She sees what I'm going through. She told me, she said, only you know to the full extent what you're dealing with and going through. She said, I don't know, because she can't see all of it. And that's what I was telling her, is that she doesn't see all of this, that it's too much to handle. So no, I'm just reacting like a human, right? And I have trauma. And you people, you know exactly what you're doing with your reinforcement. I know exactly what you're doing. You're trying to run a program. And what's going to happen in the court of law is they're going to look at that, and they're going to analyze your behavior as I have. And I already know the whole thing. I'm going to tell them the whole script of everything. And it's going to show your extreme, insanity, because it's going to show how methodic you are. It's going to show everything you did, how you lured me up there to Green Bay, how you lured me all over the place, how you had TJ trying to lure me to Austin, and how you're talking about things that aren't there. Because had I gone to Austin, and let's say y'all did get me a ticket, and I went up there and did whatever concerning TJ, right? Stayed with him or whatever in that hotel, nothing would have happened to me. Nothing. They just want to monitor me and keep an eye on me. But see, that's called luring. That's an actual felony. That's what you don't get. It doesn't matter that I'm an adult. What do you mean? Have you seen what's happened to YouTubers? You think this is something the system's going to play about? No, bro. Like, I'm not a YouTuber, but I mean, technicalities in court, I am, right? So they're going to say, nah, bro, they're like, it's clear as day what they trying to do to this man. You know what I mean? And they've been trying to do it the whole time. And then they keep going when he's telling them, yo, I've got you on a federal indictment. That's just pure desperation. You understand that? Like, they should know common sense. If they had any, you're not going to gain anything from that. You're just going to keep on, making more evidence for my case. That's what they do. I'm just telling you the truth. All of them. They continue to make their situation worse, and mine gets better. And that's the whole point. Isn't that the goal? So that's what I realized. Like, if people want to play like that, I don't do what you do. I don't stoop to your level. I'll just play the self-preservation game now. It's easy now, because now y'all can't do anything. You're powerless. And that was all I was telling you. I talk from a real place. When I told you were powerless, I meant it. Now it's proven to you. Anything else? Have a seat, man. Have a seat and calm down. That's what you need to do. Real talk. They want to call something else all the time and this and that. No, it's called being ready. It's called paying attention. It's called being omnipotent and fully aware. Batman always knows what's going on around him. Feel me? Like I said, man, I don't know what to tell you, bro. I'm doing the best I can, man. Like, if I don't make it any further, hey, I put up a hell of a stand, man. I did everything I could, but I think God is he carried me this far. I survived the impossible a million times. I think God is gonna keep on pushing me. I really do. And that's the thing. I just can't believe that, man. I can't believe that people will really, really stoop to that level. That's just unbelievable, man. And you want to really get on a computer and do things like this. Like, okay. You know what I mean? Like, I'm telling you, what game they're playing. You know exactly the result they're looking for. You know what they're trying to do. And like I said, this is a demonic spirit that's trying to do this. They were trying to do it with these other people too. And I literally told them, I know what your plot is, because I looked it up and I found it and God told me. And it's evil as hell. Oh, I know what you're looking for, but see, I can't be manipulated. So every time I'm trying to talk, here's this nonsense. So yeah, like I said, I mean, every time that I'm trying to talk, y'all don't want to talk. You're just talking to yourself. What is that? Like I said, if that's what you want to do, how did it work out for you now? It was a cop out, right? I told you. I told you it ain't gonna work. I don't know why people want to test me, bro. I don't know why people want to think that that's a good idea. It ain't never gonna work out to your benefit. You're gonna lose every time, man. You understand? What they're trying to do is they're trying to get a man in that mode, a real man and a real gangster. They're trying to get me worked up and get me going, right? And they think that's gonna do anything. No, and I'm not afraid to get angry, bro. I keep telling you it's my superpower. But I'm gonna tell you one thing: I've gotten stronger and stronger and stronger. And my body looks ridiculous. You can look at the videos. The martial arts is incredible, right? And I'm getting better and better and better. This is why I do it, because I'm really training. I'm gonna be completely precise. I want to get where I'm like a gymnastics ballerina or ice skater. I used to be better than the girls at ice skating when I was a kid. People don't understand. I'm about precision. My dad put me in that because you have to have balance. That's what makes you the best athlete ever. I'm better than Derek Jeter and A-Rod at shortstop in baseball. Seriously, they couldn't come close to me. I my entire childhood, I was a prodigy. Barry Larkin shook my hand, and they tried. Westminster College in Florida tried to recruit me. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. I was 12. So, and like I said, tennis, I was ranked in the top 4 in the state, and I got ranked in the nation. Almost won the whole national tournament. I played like 2 Zats, won the second one, became a champ, and then won the whole champ tournament in Corpus Christi. Won against John Haley in the finals and became a super champ. So these folks, they just took a look at my life a little bit online, what they could find, which is nothing and doesn't tell you anything about my life, and they just were jealous, right? And you don't do that. That's going to land you in prison. So now you go to prison over YouTube, and me, I have my freedom, and it should have never been this serious, just because I existed and I've been me forever. So like I said, if we don't have the same interests, these folks on YouTube, and you don't come from my background, why am I going to talk to you? Because I mean, after all that, I went to the hood and the ghetto, and that's really the environment I come from. So we ain't the same, bro. You know what I mean? So like I said, 530 on my wrist, got you fixed. That's right. I own billions in equity, mansion and estate, over 2,000 in jewelry, my own car lot. I pay over $100 for it every month. I have a portion there I paid $25,000 cash for. Okay. Like I said, mineral rights, oil royalties, website worth almost 2 grand because of my own marketing and promoting. And I'm monetized on here. Boy, you can't make this stuff up. I didn't just leave you behind. I'm excelling. See, I'm thriving. That's why you want to be petty and play petty games, right? About not giving me the resources I need for my basic stuff, right? You don't want to, whatever you want to see, it's going to be the opposite, sister. And it has been this entire time. That's the weirdest part of it. You know what I mean? Like real talk. And sometimes I'd be thinking about it, I'd be wondering if I should just go to that church thing. You know what I mean? And like just make it personal anyway and just win right in front of them anyway, because I can go there and just go along with the activities and whatever, and it still makes a statement, and I'd be eating good, because that's the one thing that they do is they do feed you. They do allow you to eat. I give them credit on that. You know what I mean? In Kentucky they allow you to eat too, but Kentucky was a joke. I don't know, maybe I should do it. I don't know. I really don't. I just, for me, it's just hard. I just didn't want to. I don't want to do that. I really just want to have money and be good. I want to. I don't know. Part of me wants to. I mean, I don't know. If I got my check, I would consider it, but I just don't trust them, man. And I just really know. I really feel like they talk to the red triangles. I just really feel like everything I'm saying is the truth. Like I don't feel I know it is, but still, that's not my issue. Y'all the ones who did everything wrong, not me. I should be able to go enjoy that stuff and do it anyway. I'm not scared of y'all. I just, would try to watch my food. That's the thing. But they be cooking in there and you can't really pay attention to what's happening all the time. That's the issue. I just don't trust anyone because I know I'm a star and I know I have a big future. And that's why I'm like, dude, we need to hurry up. But obviously can't hurry up the process. So I don't know. I don't know if I am going to have to go back over there and try. I have no idea. I don't even know if I'll be able to. I don't know. I mean, the thing is, like I said, I can't deal with no phone games. If you tell me I can't have my phone, I got to leave. Okay, you ain't taking my phone. I mean, I'm a grown man. I run this business. I have to do this. I mean, and that's the perfect opportunity to do my videos. You know what I mean? And like I said, I don't mind reading the Bible and all that, but every time I go over there, I just see it as dark. It just turns weird, every time. And I don't know. It just really wasn't overall that great of an experience. It was okay, but it's very dark how they did things. There's too many people trying to act like they're in control of other people, and nobody controls me, so it's just weird, But I don't know. It is what it is. Because basically, when I go over there, I got to just, be a good boy and play my role in my position because it's a church camp. See, not because of anything you people say, because that's just how it works. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the whole thing. I don't want to be in like some weird position and be a fake leader. Like, that's corny. It's too much thinking, man. It's too much thought, bro. I work too hard being Batman. See, my priorities make sense. I'm worried about running my business, not about being a fake church group leader. You get what I'm saying? I'm not worried about that. If I could complete the 9-month program, that would be cool. But I don't know. They're gonna have to get in touch with me somehow or something and let me know if they. I don't know how they're gonna get in touch with me, honestly. But I don't know. I could try to call again, but I don't want my number getting out. And I think they changed it, so I don't know how I'm gonna do any of that. And I just don't know if it'd be a good idea anyway. So I mean, that's the thing. It solves the food problem for a minute. It has me eating, a little better. But I mean, and it's not completely solved. I mean, you still like it's still hard to do things, but they'll feed you. I don't know. I wish that I was wrong, man. I wish they were good people. You know what I mean? I wish that I really did have things confused and misconstrued, but I mean, I just know I don't. I mean, it's been obvious. But even with that, even that being the situation, I still would want to try. I'm not scared of anything or going into any situation. I mean, a lot of them, they respect me to some degree. I mean, I'm not sure if they'll like me, but I never did anything wrong to nobody. I'm just saying how I feel and saying the truth, man. And if anything, I tried to be kind and nice to everybody. But that's why I say how I feel on here, because I'd rather do that than have to really tell you how I feel in front of you. You know what I mean? So it just is what it is. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I'm sure they watch me, so I don't know. I mean, that's the thing. It's unfair for me when I have nowhere to turn. When I'm supposed to be able to turn to that, I'm supposed to be able to have help through God, and that's one of the ways of doing it. I really wish that they would have been loyal and we would have been a team. And I really wish that, man. But it just seems like every time they want to do things very unfairly, and I don't know if they do it on purpose. Maybe they don't. Maybe it's just how they are. But it's a very difficult thing sometimes. It really is. I just don't like. I don't like that. I don't like feeling like I'm not in control. I don't like giving control of anything to other people. I just doesn't make sense. But especially with the phone, I can't do the phone thing, bro. Hell no. I gotta. I'm a grown man. I run a business. I gotta have my phone, and that's the whole thing. It's just weird. You don't tell a grown man to not have his phone. That's a crime. Like real talk. You take my phone, that's a crime. Even if you ask nicely, it's still a crime. So I just don't get it. But that's the thing. There's a catch to everything that they do, you know. But that's the thing. They don't get like I'm human, bro. I need a break, man. Like real talk. I need a break. That's the only thing I do wish that I don't know. I wish Miguel was being genuine with what he said, like that I could go over there and get some rest and eat and rejuvenate and be all right. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I really do need to, change my outlook and my attitude a little bit. I don't know on that, not on nothing else, because I'm right about everything I'm saying. But I don't know. I really don't know. It wasn't all a bad experience. I had fun. It was pretty cool. I thought Kentucky was super cool. I thought it was really interesting, but I'm just gonna be honest. It was scary for me. You know what I mean? Like I'm human. It was scary for me. I mean, anytime that you're that far away from home and family and what and who it's scary as hell, man. You know what I mean? It wasn't. It was kind of traumatic for me. It was kind of scary, bro. Like real talk, like I don't know people like that from Adam. I had fun. Some people made it cool for me. Miguel did a lot of the times. He was cool a lot of the times. Puck was super cool. Puck kind of put me in a better mood sometimes, but he left. The other guy left. I can't remember. I think it was Mark. Um, so I don't know. So sometimes it was cool. And that was the thing. I was really trying to give it a chance and have a good attitude. And that's what it really is hard for me, man, because you want to turn somewhere and I just want somewhere that's a good atmosphere. But it's just hard for me to digest with people. Like it's hard for me to even tolerate people. It really is. Like that's why you notice I'm always in the dark and I'm by myself. I don't like being around people. It wears on me. It messes with my energy. I hate it. Like it makes me feel bad, and it makes it harder what I'm going through physically. I don't know why. Like that's the thing. Every time I go over there, I start hurting more with what I'm going through, and I just feel like that's God telling me like you're in the wrong place, dude. Like like my spirit telling me there's enemies around me. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I mean, you can feel it. Literally, you can feel that they're all plotting on me. I mean, like who wants to feel like that? I don't know, man. God needs to figure something out for me, man. You got to figure out some other plan for me. I need something that I can make a move. You know what I mean? And that was in a reading too, like from a very guy who believes in God very much recently. It talked about that there was going to be a major move and everything. And I just haven't seen it yet. So I just don't know, but it is what it is. I mean, I'm just saying it could be cool, but it's kind of hard now because they know what I do. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but just understand I have to make these videos. I mean, all I'm going to do is record stuff. I try not to record people. I ask permission. I don't overstep boundaries, but I have to make my videos. I mean, I don't have a choice, when I have time. And I like to exercise, and they know that. Raul knows I'm good at basketball. I mean, I don't have nothing against them. I don't have nothing against anybody. It's just other people seem to have, a chip on their shoulder with me because I've been successful. And that's all it ever was. And that's my only thing is just I've never seen so many people talk behind your back and then talk like they tough. I mean, I caught people red-handed, not associated with the church thing, but other people talking like they was tough behind my back, and then I address them, and then they realize, oh, I just got caught. Like, right? Why are you talking about me in a light that doesn't exist? That's the thing. I caught these people here being corrupt right here in this neighborhood, red-handed. So when it's like that, like, I mean, you can't hide it. You know what it is. You know what I mean? So that's the whole thing. Like, I'm not going nowhere. I'm going to be right here. So it is what it is. Like, just because you jealous don't mean nothing. The line moves for nobody. If anything, I'm just going to reinforce your jealousy. I'm going to give you more to be jealous of. You know what I mean? Like I said, that icon is all real money. All you see me do is put up real money and talk about real money that I made, spent, or I make money in front of you. I'm making money with this business. Like I said, $182 and some change. The next check is already at 36. But these folks aren't making a dime on YouTube, and they're in such a delusional stupor they want to make up lies. Like, yeah, you gave up, you failed, and now you just want me to be where you're at. That's crab in a bucket mentality. Them fools just want to drag others down, and that's my thing is like the church thing is cool, but until they start having an attitude like that, because I don't want people trying to drag me down. I've already as down as I can be. I mean I can't go any further down. I can't. So it's like it's only up from here. Yeah, I did well. Yeah, I own a ton of equity. Yeah, I'm successful, but that was the thing too. The one guy, he said, I would have thought you would have been famous by now or whatever. Or I am famous. What do you mean? Like, I am successful. What do you mean? It's just success takes time. I mean, I'm building a business from something that barely pays, and it's like instead of me being able to talk about it freely and tell people, hey, maybe we could work together and start a business venture, and actually build something together, which is why I talk about it, not to brag. People will start being jealous instead and start feeling you know, like, I don't know, like they take it the wrong way. And like, I'm just not here to be affected anymore because people can't handle my success. That's not my problem, bro. Genuinely, it's not my issue. So for me, I just got to keep on pressing and pushing. I don't know. I mean, I'll try to see what I can do. Maybe I can get a hold of them and see what's up because I know it would help me right now. And then, like, if I could just get the check in the bank, right? If I was over there, at least I'd be able to eat. And I mean, I don't know. I think some of them in some place in their heart have some love for me. I really do. Miguel always told me he had nothing but love for me. So, maybe I'm taking some things wrong, but it's just I'm trying to stand up for myself, man. And I got everybody coming for me, and I'm a human being. I never ever talked to be any way. I just say what I think has to be said because I'm going to be real. I mean, that's the one thing about me. I am going to tell you reality. So it is what it is. But like I said, me, I just want to be successful, man. I just want to have a fair chance, man. That's really what I want. I just wish things were fair because I know if it was ever made fair, like if I didn't have to watch my back like that and I could eat freely and do what I want and I don't got to be worrying about my food and because I know that I have a future and that's the thing. I'm just programmed to protect the asset, which the asset is me. I have to protect me because I got to preserve this future because I know it's going to be beautiful. That's the thing. I'm just trying to get to that point, man. But if I don't get help from somebody and some real people, man, I don't know what I'm going to do, bro. It's impossible. It really is. So I don't know. It is what it is, man. But right now, I'm not a happy customer because, like I said, I just want to be able to eat what I want and I want money in my pocket. And any other time people would have donated to me, man. It's because I succeeded that they don't want to see me doing well. And that's why they won't give me no money or nothing. Hold on. So I'm just saying you got to call it what it is and call things what they are. And it's an accomplishment, man. I wear it like a badge of honor. You got to, you know what I mean? Like I'm still proud of myself. It's just I want to celebrate and I don't have the money to celebrate because I can't get to my check yet. And that's the thing. Like if I even touch that $3 in the bank right now, I'm compromising possibly everything. It could end up eating my check. Like I would have to try to set up a whole new thing and send it somewhere else and hope that I can even get it. And I try to do it at the last second and it might not even be able to process that quick. That's what y'all don't understand is I'm trying to avoid a major, major, huge catastrophe, right? Because if I can't get to my money, then how am I going to be able to do what I need to do and survive? You see, and that's what these people are trying to play with and do common sense. So people just got to wake up and understand the seriousness, man. I'm asking the public, yo, all y'all got to do is send me like $20 each. That's all y'all got to do. All y'all got to do is send me like $5, $10 each. I have never asked nobody for nothing. I sit here, I provide a service. This is a business. People should be paying me. What do you mean? I'm a content creator, bro. I survive off donations. This is crazy how y'all want to do me and act. But like I said, it is what it is. I'm gonna keep on doing what I do regardless, and that's it. And do the best I can. But yeah, $182 and some change. That'll probably be here on the 22nd. The next one's already at $36. It'll probably be at 40 tomorrow. So I mean, that's good money. So again, I have succeeded and done the impossible, right? So you can't talk around it. You can't say anything else to me. The only thing I want to hear now is, yo, Tyree, you was a mad successful businessman. You was a boss, and I wish I could be like you, brother. And that's my thing. These folks, they just got that. Like when you don't respect and pay accolades and pay homage to people who have succeeded, how are you going to succeed? And that's why I look at y'all and I laugh every day because you're never going to make it nowhere. You're never going to succeed because you won't even acknowledge what I've done. That money on that icon is real. That was just what I had in my pocket when I was cooking. That was nothing. That's nothing to me. That's the money that clerk at the lobby in the hotel up there in Austin was tripping over, making up lies about my pants or whatever because she was jealous because TJ was talking to her and feeding people lies that I don't even know. And then she got arrested on a 7-year warrant the next day. Karma, right? Everybody that goes against me gets instant karma. I'm talking like the most serious, severe karma there is. Like I said, play with me if you want. That's our slogan this year, right? 2025, play with me if you want. I got God with me. You go against me, you go against God. Like I said, no, I've been making all the money my entire life. That's what I want people to know. I'm a money making dude. People should be utilizing me and talking business with me. That's the whole thing. I'm a businessman. And these people can't fathom it because they just do all them just do illegal activity. They don't know how to make money the right way. Like that's not my problem. Your ignorance isn't my problem. Your lack of faith in God is not my problem. There ain't been a moment in my life, people, that I ain't succeeded or made buku bucks. Right now, I'm making buku bucks on them, and I got them mad, coach. They mad because I'm successful. See what I'm saying? I'm extremely successful, and I'm in better shape and stronger than any man or woman who ever walked this world. So that's undebatable. I'm quicker and stronger. I'm better at martial arts. I'm quicker. I'm the best. You talk about UFC, MMA, boxing. I already proved on camera I'm better than all of them in any league. 52 blocks is applicable to anything, any style, any league. What are you talking about? There ain't nobody who can come close to me, bro. What are you talking about? And I would gladly prove it in competition, but see, that's the thing. You online don't want to be fair and slow down and let me prove what I'm saying. That's why I'm never going to prove something to you because you're not being fair. I prove things to myself. I'll never compete or try to prove a point to anyone, nor have I ever. You're all trying to prove a point that you can't because it doesn't exist. So that's it. Like I said, we got to slow down. We got to start being fair. We got to be humane and treat people like human beings. Like I said, I'm a human being. You understand? So these people, they want to rush everything and think that because they're pressed and triggered that it really matters. Nah, I just stopped letting it affect me now. See, there's a solution and answer to everything you're talking about. It's whack. You know what I mean? So, like I said, people really just need to be mature and grow up. That's what it is. And at the end of the day, I stay making bread, bro. I stay making moolah. We over here making buku bucks. I want everyone to eat. I want all y'all to do well. That's why I tried to collaborate. But see, you got this negativity in you, and you got this jealousy and envy in your heart, and that's why people like Groovy Jimmy can't succeed. Lamar Wills, Kevin Smith, Monty Woodgrain, Mike Mills, all those people, El Frost Vivo, right? Siobhan Crow, Ashley Wheeler, Jennifer Benish, all them fools, they can't succeed. Rob Rack, right? None of them can succeed ever because they got too much jealousy and envy in their heart. See what I'm saying? None of these people never going to be anyone. That's the truth. You're never going to succeed because you can't just admit you came across someone that made you feel inferior. That's fine. Get over it. Get out of your feelings. Right? That's what you need to do. Right? It is what it is. We go over facts here. Right? It's facts, not feelings. You got to get with the program, bro. We make money over here. We about business over here. We move mountains. And what, like I said, they don't understand when Christina negotiates and finishes, she's coming straight to me. First thing I'm probably going to do is buy out all the ministry homes. That's the thing y'all aren't understanding because I got to restructure and revamp them all. I'm going to be actually firing a lot of people. They're going to get fired immediately. You're fired. And then they're going to have to go find somewhere else to go live. That's how ruthless it is and I am because that's what God wants. God wants to restructure things. So that was the thing. Them people should be very nice to me because I'm the person who can put them on and give them an opportunity. You want to claim you a leader? You want to claim you're ordained by a fake church? You want to claim you a pastor? You're only ordained if you're ordained by God. You see what I'm saying? You can claim whatever, but that ain't going to do nothing for you when you lose your job because of me, and now you can't even live in that ministry home. That's what these people don't get is that I take things so personal and so to heart, and so does God because I'm God's son, and anything towards me that literally God will be like, okay, well now you're going to have to leave the ministry home, and now y'all back on the streets. I told you, man, evil people get what they deserve in this world, bro. Like I said, look at how they trying to do me, bro. Y'all ain't got no heart, no soul. All y'all care about is money, but none of y'all have none. I don't understand. Why are we talking about money if I make and spend more than all y'all combined? That's why I did it, bro. I don't care about money. I'm trying to prove to you the point you people is materialistic and superficial. And I'm running circles around you with what you care about. You still don't believe in God? How long you going to doubt the obvious? How long you going to doubt the truth? You understand? God is going to bless me like He's been blessing me my whole life, man. I ain't forgot who I am, bro. I don't ever forget who I am, man. I'm God's son. I'm Tyree Sneed. I'm the superstar. So, like I said, at the end of the day, people can tell themselves what they want, do what they want. I don't really care. I'm Batman every day, and I got a job to do, and I'm working hard as hell and getting a lot done. You know what I mean? Quit thinking you know me just because I talk a certain way. I can change up my whole rhetoric quick, bro. I'm super smart. I'm a genius, bro. Y'all do not know me, bro. Okay? All right, cuzzy? Yeah, ain't nothing fake over here. So, like I said, at the end of the day, we're going to keep on getting this bread. We're going to keep on getting this money. We're going to keep on winning. You feel me? Regardless. You feel me? We 10 days away, bro. It's about to be midnight in a little bit here. That'll be the 13th. And we'll be, what, about 9 days away? So, I mean, the way I see it, let them do what they want to do. Let them say what they want, man. I mean, I just would like to, have some money so I can get what I want to eat and drink. That's all I'm trying to do. I just can't believe y'all ain't rewarding me. I just accomplished something here that nobody's done in the history of time. And you have all these people online that they don't come from my walk. They ain't from my cloth. They ain't people I would ever associate with. And they just upset at me. Okay. Well, then do your thing. I mean, get your little scrawny donations and throw in a pot together with all the addicts and Throw away your little money that you do have on nonsense because you got envy and jealousy and spite in your heart. For me, because you're jealous of me because I'm the actual warrior for God, and I'm the jock, and you're obviously the herb and the nerd, right? You do your thing. Okay, it's revenge of the nerds. People, let the nerds do their thing. But at the end of the day, still none of you ever gonna be rich. You're still struggling and broke, and that's why, because God ain't gonna let you get away with that. You know what I mean? When you act like that, I mean, I'm just gonna tell you the truth, man. God ain't got no love for y'all. That's why y'all keep suffering and going through your karma, and you're acting surprised. Why is this person going through this? Why are all these folks dropping like flies? Because you're not within purpose. You're not talking to God. You're not communicating and linked to God like I am. I'm connected to God, bro. God got me always, bro. We go through things, all of us, man. But God got me. That's what y'all gotta understand. Right now, I'm telling you, all these people trying to do this to me and won't give me any resources to even eat or do what I need to do. And I'm still telling you, God got me. Trust me. The power of God is something that people couldn't even fathom on this planet. I'm telling you the truth. I done made and spent more than everyone in the world. Nobody ever contested that fact. All y'all know what it is. Don't talk to me about no money, homie. Y'all are silly, man. I don't know what you saying. You want to keep saying things that you already know ain't true and have been disproven and proven wrong. Why are you trying to paint some picture of me that doesn't exist and say that I'm in a different position right now than I'm in? I'm wealthy as hell right now. That's how you know that they mad as hell at my success. So it's like once you show me that and show me your cards completely, I fall back. I do self-preservation, straight gray rock, ignore you, gray rock method, ignore y'all. And now I just keep on rubbing my success in every day. And you got to eat my success on a silver platter. You feel what I'm saying? See, folks don't get what you done. You made the worst mistake you ever made. Now I completely figured it out that you corny. Like, okay, I was trying to be a stand-up dude. I wanted to have conversations face to face, but oh, y'all scared of me? You can't do that? Okay, cool. So let me show you how gangster I really am. Now that I know that, now the shark smells fear. So now the shark is going to put everything and alchemize all that energy into making this money. 182 bucks and some change, people, already 36 bucks for the next check. We got this whole business in rotation. We run in the streets, already took over the streets. Do you know when I say that, what that means? I'm talking about I run the streets. I'm talking about it don't get no more thugged out, no gangster. The valley is mine. Brownsville is mine. I run the city. I'm the king of the city. They should give me the key to the city. Real talk. Ask the mayor to give me the key to the city. They have something called the key to the city. Give me the key to the city, homie, because I'm who deserves it. I'm the only one who can hold that. You understand? Because I really have the key to this city. I literally run the city. So, like I said, people can talk, they can say whatever, but none of it exists. What was the point of that? We here winning, bro. You understand? This whole business is about to like completely skyrocket to a whole nother level in front of your face. It's happening as I speak, and I can feel it. All because of what? Because of me and my hard work by myself and Christina. Because of Christina and I, and glory to God. All glory to God. Because of God, because I'm a good, righteous man and I deserve to be happy. No matter how anybody feels, no matter what they want from me because they're jealous of me and they're no good people. God knows my heart. God is going to bless me. I'm not going to lose Christina because you all are doing something towards me. Smart one, you should have known that ahead of time. I'm not going to lose anyone because I'm human and I'm going through serious stuff. Like, bro, this is a hard thing to deal with, bro. Do you understand the effect it's had on me, man? Come on, bro. You understand? No, Christina knows that. Christina loves me. She's always going to love me, and I'm always going to love her. We're going to be good regardless. We can make it through anything, and y'all have just made us stronger. Like I told you, and that's all that's going to happen. You know why? Because it's a divine connection. God put Christina and I together. He brought Christina into my life. He ain't going to let that get messed up. See, and that was what I wanted to prove to you. See, everything I do, these folks don't get. I do tests. I'm really crazy. Y'all think I'm really crazy, bro. I will risk everything, even the most important thing to me. You know why? To make sure that I know that someone truly loves me. That no matter what I do or say, no matter if I make a mistake, no matter if I get upset, I have to be able to get angry. I've dealt with people in the past. They tried to punish me when I felt and got mad. I'm a human. I have to be able to do these things and get out of pocket, and you still going to say, I love you. I'm right here. And that's what Christina did. Christina passed every test. So you got to give her credit, and that's it. Like I said, I love my girlfriend. I love Christina. She's amazing. And that's the only person I want, truly. I'm not attracted to no one else. I don't want no one else because they're not her. I have a special place in my heart for Christina. She's an amazing person, human being. She has a huge heart. She's a beautiful individual, inside and out. So, like I said, Me, I just want her in my life. I just want to be happy and want what I deserve, and that's all I can say, man. Like I said, I mean, they talking about in the readings, it's like crying over spilled milk right now. But that, I mean, that to me, I understand, but that's not what it is, and it doesn't make sense because I'm sitting here and I need help financially to get to the next level. I wouldn't be having to go through nothing or crying over spilled milk or whatever if people would just step up and say, yo, this dude just did this for 2+ years, has accomplished more than every agency and works harder than all these slouches that do nothing but eat donuts. And you going to tell me that you can't supply him financially a little bit and say, yo, bro, go ahead and here, hold this. Here's 20, 50 bucks. Here's 100. Here's a couple of thousand. Here, hold this and go get them. Build your business and do what you're going to do. Because this ain't just a business. We put illegal organizations out of business head on. I operate above the feds. What? Hold up. See, what people don't understand is when you fund me, the way that the government funds all these acts of domestic, you know what, and all this criminal activity and legal activity, when you fund me, you fund the only effort that there is that stands up to them. That's the reality. Yes, you fund the guy who has a backbone and a spine and stands up for what's right against the government, politicians, your fake president, and all these folks, because they're all full of it. So, like I said, when is the funding going to come in, man? We shut down illegal organizations, bro. We come up against gang members, whoever, bro. We run the streets, bro. I take everything over by myself. And I'm saying we, it's really just me by myself because I got God with me. But I got an army of spirits speaking through me. I got ancestors, everything. Just wait till I get to Chicago, bro. Wait till I get to Chicago. How many times y'all gonna see me make the news? Just watch. Watch how many, when I get to Chicago, how active Batman gonna be. This is a genius. I operate at a genius level. You know how fast I move? You know how much I get done? Y'all are gonna be, I'm gonna be in the news. They're gonna be like, Batman just stopped a bank robbery. Straight up. I promise you, they're gonna be like, Batman just saved this lady. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be all over the news, bro, in all these different cities. That's what people don't get because I move quick. That's why I was designed by God to be Batman. I'm gonna be stopping real things. Yeah. What do you think we do all this training for? To play? We don't do nothing to play. Can't nobody tell you, oh, you can't be a human. What are y'all talking about, bro? It's time. It's that time, bro. We in the end times, bro. This is just the beginning. It ain't the end times, but we in a bad time right now. God made Batman specifically for a time like this. This is the time to stand up, bro, against all these folks. This is the time to quit worrying about that corny system and getting locked up and start making a stand. Sometimes you got to just stand, right, and get to it like my father told me. You understand? That's what I'm doing. I'm not asking no questions. I ain't worried about how you feel. I'm gonna be moving too quick to catch me, bro. Real talk. It's gonna be just like the Dark Knight, just like the movie. Y'all gonna be seeing an actual outlaw, bro, tearing up the streets on a bat pod. Batman, for real, bro. Clean shaven and everything, ready to go in a real whole official bat suit, just like these two are. But even more detailed and completely bulletproof, complete coverage as much as I can, and lighter, hopefully, to move. I'm gonna have the grappling thing. I'll be attaching to buildings, flying, gliding. What do you mean? Y'all about to see something the world has never seen before. That's what I'm doing all this for. My job right now is to keep training. My job right now is to stay focused. My job right now is to try to take it easy and take a rest, but it's hard because I just want to get to it, man. You feel me? My job right now is to get as strong as I can get and as quick as I can get and learn how to maintain those levels like I have, because when I add more stuff and I finally get the right nutrition and the right food intake and I'm taking Synthesis protein and these proteins and everything I need and the right vitamins and minerals and all that stuff, once I do that, aminos, all that, once I start taking that all in, when we have money, Christine and I are good, I'm going to get huge, bro. That's what y'all don't get. The workout strength's already there. If you gave me protein right now alone, I would swell up, bro, like a balloon. You'd be like, this dude is huge. I'm already looking huge, but that's pure muscle. That's nothing added. That's all natural. That's just pure muscle, not an ounce of fat on me. Pure strength, pure all off hard work. And I'm going to introduce the right stuff into my body with the hard work. Oh, bro, I'm about to look ridiculous. So that's all I got to say, man. Like I said, I'm doing my job. I'm doing everything God is telling me to do. I'm very proud of myself, and that's it. We're not lacking on any subject or topic. We haven't done anything wrong over here. I'm making every right move, and you folks is upset. We're going to just keep making money. And like I said, we've got someone pressed and triggered, coach, because they keep leaving a comment on every little video that there's a comment section. And pretty soon, you're about to run out of comment sections. And what you going to do then? Panic. It's what you should do. You should be very worried and stressed right now. Okay, because you know I'm on the brink and I'm having my breakthrough. I already broke the algorithm. I already run the internet, bro. I'm viral. I'm a viral internet sensation. What all these folks have been trying to figure out and do, they've been trying to copy me, emulate, but they can't be me. They can't do what I've done. And I ran your cult leader Tommy Sotomayor off this network. Easy. You feel me? Yeah, I didn't lose. I won. See, you don't want to recognize what this about. This was about making a stand, not about no money. When you get in a real whole conflict like this and a whole thing, and you in the middle of all this, you ain't gonna have money, bro. You're gonna have to make a stand and say, forget money. Let me just take everyone head on and win. And that's what I did. No, I'm right where I need to be, bro. This is what happens when you really stand for something. You're not gonna have money all the time. Are you serious? See, that's the thing. People want to claim they gangster, but y'all don't want to go into real beef and real situations. And you can't keep moving like that. I've supplied this whole thing with my own money. I paid for the whole Batman project out of pocket myself. I built every little detail of this. Are people ever going to give me credit? Y'all want to talk about me, but I wear a bulletproof vest that cost a couple of $1,000s, couple of racks every day in front of your face with a $530 watch. I wear steel armor, cost a couple of grand. Who is you talking to? Feel me? Hold up. I got a bat cycle I put $1,300 into and got fixed like 2 to 3 times. What are you talking about? Because I was moving through everything. It was an actual bat cycle. So, like I said, these people know that I've made history. They know I've done something nobody else can do. It is what it is. I'm winning. Yeah, you don't want me to be proud. That's all. I understand what it is. You're just petty and you're like, man, he has everything to be proud of, and I want to take that from him. Man, I'm so proud. It's unbelievable, bro. I know what I've accomplished here, man. I know the amazing job I've done. I know everything. I had to reteach myself how to walk, bro. I survived and came up against things that were impossible. I won against a truck. You can't tell me nothing, bro. I've done the impossible here. Every single one of you fools doesn't have a choice. You're going to respect me. I'm not going to ask you nothing. I don't got to get upset. My respect, you have to give it now. So pay me my money. Real talk. If I was Steve's, if I was any of these other people, right? If I was the Buns Dad, if I was any of y'all would be celebrating. Y'all would be throwing money at me, bro. Y'all is convenient, man. And it just goes to show I showed Gotham its true colors, didn't I? So like I said, man, keep my name out your mouth, bro. Like I said, you people can't operate at my level. You can't do what I do. Y'all want to talk about this and that and have back and forth, bro. We about to take over every block in Chicago. I'm gonna be right there on Cermak. That one company on Cermak wanted me to work for them too. And guess what? When Christina get the money, if I want, I can sign up and I can work for them too. Then I can be a spokesperson and sell insurance or whatever I want. Y'all fools is behind, bro. You know how many job opportunities I can get the minute I just get enough money to start operating in the world like a normal person again? Bro, I can go back and work for the Timberwolves. Yeah, they'll take me back. I could work for the NBA up there if I wanted. Real talk. I mean, you pretty much all the jobs are the same. You're just walking around and dealing with people and different stuff. I could still be the janitor if I want and make good money. They're paying me 18 an hour, and I could go to the shelter and instead of being in the shelter, me and Christina can show up to the shelter and I can feed all the homeless people and say, here you go. I want to help you. And some of them might still be there that work there or something. And they'll say, oh, I remember you. You know what I'm saying? And then the ones who don't like me or whatever, because they was jealous and envious, like, yeah, you remember me? Look at me now. You feel what I'm saying? That's the type of person I am. I'm gonna show up back at the bridge in Dallas with a bunch of money. I'm gonna show up back at the Arch in Austin with a bunch of money. That's what I've done every time I made money. I went back to these facilities and places and said, "Look at me now, coach." See, I'm a real street dude. That's what people don't want. They want to misconstrue it and pretend. I'm a real believer in God. I'm a real gangster. You understand? I'm the real dude. So, see, that's the thing. People want to talk and run their mouth, but they know what's good. They know who run these things at a street level. They know who get busy and get down. You understand? They know who fronting and who not. You understand? So it's like, let people do what they do. Y'all don't come from my environment. You understand? And when Christina's with me, Christina's my prized possession. That's all I care about. That's the thing. I will never, ever, be like, ever. Like, Christina will never have anything to worry about with me. You understand? That's the thing. Like, people got to stop being afraid of the people who are designed and meant to protect you. Just because I came out of bad environments don't make me that. That means I was designed by God. I knew that my whole life, that everything I went through is a challenge. I did it out of love for Christina, for who I'm going to be with, because I know I'm going to have to protect her and take care of her. So that's the thing. Y'all got to stop being scared of men. This is the problem with most so-called women today. Y'all fear men. There's something wrong with you, bro. The challenges that a man goes through is so he can be able to protect his woman. Y'all got the game backwards, homie. Quit trying to make men look some way, bro, and worry about getting your act together. Y'all can't do what I do. You ain't competing. Okay, boss? Okay, little homie? So like I said, that's all real money on the icon. You see the other icon, the other picture of me way back had me pulling with 10 racks in my hand. It ain't nothing, bro. We live a different lifestyle, Wody. Y'all ain't never gonna come close to me. Feel me, little homie? So like I said, I know exactly who I am. I ain't forget who Tyree Sneed is. Keep on doing what you do. Keep on being jelly. You need some peanut butter for your jelly? But like I said, make sure you put some respect on my name and make sure you pay me. You feel me? Feel that. You feel me? Like I said, and I'm about to launch the whole music career too once we get everything going with Christina. She's gonna help me build my own studio. We're gonna be recording music, everything. Probably do tracks together. I'll have her singing and stuff. Feel me? Y'all funny, bro. Like me and Christina are gonna do whatever makes us happy. We're just happy with each other. I can't wait to be with my baby. Honestly, I really can't wait, man. I really do love Christina. You know what I mean? That's the one thing. Like I said, I wouldn't care if she was a catfish. I'm in love with a catfish. I'm in love with a catfish. Oh, that's hilarious. It's got whiskers. I'm in love with the catfish. Oh man. Oh, what was the other song about Coachella or whatever? I can't remember. I can't. How does it go? I can't remember it, man. It was. I'll have to look it up again. It was catfish. Uh, something behind the screen. I'll have to remember, bro. I don't even remember some of the things I say. I can't remember, bro. Like I said, it's been taking a toll on me physically lately, man. I haven't even been able to remember stuff. I haven't been able to get any sleep. I did yesterday, I know that, but I'm just still lagging, man. So hopefully I'll be all right, man. You know, like I said, you know, to all the good people, just you know, help me to move forward, man. That's all I could say, bro. Like I said, if people just help me and give me some donations, I mean, that's what's going to help me, man. I don't want to be in no bad mood every day, nor have I been. I've just been trying to address y'all and make sure y'all understand what time it is in reality. Like, I'm not going to do no fake stuff, but I'm going to be in a good mood every day, especially now, and work on that. Like I said, your vibration is really important. Your attitude measures your latitude. That's how I feel. All right. I'm about done talking, man. I told you everything I need to tell you how I feel, and that's it. All right. We're going to keep on winning. Show some support for once, man. Please. We need people to really just show some support, bro. You got a Cash App, PayPal, and a Venmo. There's no excuse. All right. I'll talk to you in a minute, man. Keep it real. Easy. On, baby.